lot of people, ooh, yeah, this is... Do we got a convoy leaving from here? Or is it just a gathering? This isn't the most commonly chosen industry, though. This one is. Because it's just take a job and then whoosh that way. Just out the city. One who banned you, and as you appeal, not me specifically, no. I would have a very, very busy time if I was a designated appeals guy. Regardless of who banned you, if I was the one that sorted it out, that'd be... bit of an exaggeration, but not very good. How do you get such good graphics is the Snowy Moon lighting mod. My graphics themselves are on, if you think about going on the Ultra preset and then turning the scaling down to 100%. That's basically it. I could turn motion blur and everything on, but no, because that makes people sick. I don't want to do that. For the stream's sake, it looks fine. It works. You can see what you want to see. The evidence doesn't have to be in 4K, 120 FPS, absolutely not. Because there's such a high chance that the person being banned won't even be able to play that at that quality back. Hello, Falco, Texas. David the Dream Dream. Be fair. I'm assuming you've just spawned there, perhaps? Star 95. Oh, all the stream streaks come back. Good. Keep your stream streaks going. Give it a little bit more. Mods need to take lagging more into account. Yes. Thankfully, we can see the ping. I really wish players could see each other's pings. That would certainly be... Oh, you can see each other's pings. It's speed I'm thinking of. You can see each other's pings. Of course, it may not be an accurate number. Sometimes. But oddly enough, there are things at the opposite end of that scale where someone could have what appears to be 100, 200 ping, but they're still driving smoothly. In a busy area, expect pings to be a little bit higher. That's just regular, because people's games will stutter and lag and die. The doors are... No. Don't say your doors are open, but no. Pillowcase. Day before the rework. Well, I mean, we could go on Pro Mods UK just to test that out. Can you imagine I do a video as well where I actually switch back to right-hand drive, like what we use? That'd be interesting. FPS problem. Sometimes it is FPS lag as well. I get that, yeah, I get that. Bus convoy. Are you all expected to take a route as well? Like actually start a bus job from A to B? That would be interesting. Oh, come on, get the map DLCs, man. You're missing the opportunity. Promods is nice. Some people only drive in Promods because Sim 1 is too chaotic. Yeah? I thought about it a little bit more because a lot of Runaway Lobsters driving sessions have been in Promods as well. And they go anywhere they want, but still, it's nice. It's nice, you know? Hello, Storm. Busy. Admin Blizzardman, did you encounter anything interesting over the weekend? Or whenever you were last streaming? Anything dodgy? I don't think so. As I said, if anything had changed dramatically, I think someone would tell and put it in the Discord somewhere. Yes? Oh yeah? Rummel's good. Rummel's nice. Why is there a block in the gas? That is to stop people from causing a loop. When one person enters and one person leaves at the same time, and then they both block up the fuel station because neither one can move due to the other one. So, point being, if you are urgently needing fuel on that road, you really should have planned ahead. Come on, before you do a journey of this sort, fuel up. Even if you have a 6x4, that should still be enough fuel. It should be fine. You don't see any difference between vanilla ETS2, really? For some of the DLCs, they've only added a little bit more. For some areas, they've added entire new towns in the middle of it. So you'll find a few more random towns. If it looks fairly similar, then that means SES have done a good job. Because now, when we see a new DLC, we say, wow, it looks like it's Pro Mods. Or some people even wonder if it's Pro Mods. Because you assume Pro Mods looks better. Fuel up before a convoy. That's another statement as well. That was close. That was a little stutter there. We can't see pings in demos. That'd be even nicer. In a car, when can you overtake? whenever it's safe to do so. When you have enough space to do so. If there's a lot of people around, that's not safe to do so. A lot of people defend those actions by saying, oh, there was enough space. I didn't hit anyone. Yeah, but there was like 100 people nearby. So that's not safe. Don't do that. SES is better. SES is definitely setting... Well, you'd think that, like, yeah, Promods area would be nice, but an official one is always nicer to have. Like, I'm sure official Iceland will look really nice. Doesn't mean the Promods one will immediately look bad, because SES has also done it. Got your team be working, congrats. Please don't go to a busy place as your first venture, if it's your first time or playing after a while. Boop. Look at that. That gathering spot there used to be full. Nice. Now it's a ghost town. Promods is an estimate. Exactly. I made a video before CD was going to be revamped, before the news even came out of it, to say, like, is this... Well, actually, I guess after the unveiling of the update it will come in, to show, like, here's Promods' one. Could it look like this? And it turns out, yeah, it looks fairly similar. So, you tried to overtake even though they started moving, just as someone approached you. That one could have squeezed through the gap, but I think doing that might have made them hit the coach, and the coach was innocent in this case. I don't know why they stopped. That was a really poorly timed situation. It's not overtaking though. It's the collisions one. That's what it is. New TMP plan a real ops event. If you mean at the moment? I don't know if they are. Yeah, no chat. Thank you for reminding me. All I need to do here is press the source and boom, refresh. There you go. Because it isn't on my, you know, intermission scene. Kim, get out of the stream, man. You join the stream, you say that stupid stuff. What the hell? Don't want you to follow if you're saying that. Now, there we go. Back. Yeah, exactly. The hell do you want me to answer that about? For? How does the ping system work? You get kicked immediately after a little ping jump. You shouldn't. The maximum amount of ping is 600, which is really high, so it should cover ping jumps. If you're getting kicked for a ping jump, not too sure. That means the spike is quite high. Can you get banned for overtaking when a lot of people but no crash but driving very fast? Potentially, yeah. Depends on how you merge back in. So if this person overtook the entire line and decided to squeeze in somewhere, that might have narrowly escaped hitting someone. Both of these people are bad. How's the weather? Pretty good today, actually, huh? For the past few weeks, or past weekish, it's been raining. And we've had some good rain. So generally, it's not as bad at the moment, even though the Met Office is saying that there's going to be another heat wave, and I think we're just collectively ignoring that. Like, I didn't hear that. No, there isn't. Not to me, there's not. It's from YouTube chat. Well, that depends. In my case, I think it's TikTok chat. Logically, but you don't stream on that, did you? You don't stream on TikTok's case. So their one is now this. There's a little bit of a stutter involved. Which is why it looks like, oh, I didn't hit them. That's a dodgy place to merge, man. That's a dodgy place to merge. But then, I'm assuming, because it started there, maybe they had previously tried it, but that's a maybe. Comes from Shed. Oh yeah, well Shed does that. Shed says random stuff in my chat as well. Drop on money on DLCs or GTA 6. Have you been seeing the leaks from GTA 6? If that dissuades you from getting the game, don't know why it would, because that's only like not even 1% of the game. It's looking good. It's looking good. Even if it is re-uploaded bad quality footage. Hello Ethan, big fan. It's mainly this one who is now trying to stop the person from overtaking. I'm assuming there has been some beef before the report started. Yeah, but that's only assuming. If one of them had more footage, then that would be very useful. Because they're doing more than the suspect is, but then the suspect does this. Best tuning DLC. Depends on what kind of style you're into as far as tuning. The Holland one from this year is very nice for all trucks to put stuff on your truck. But that's only if you're really into that style of tuning. If you like a particular truck and you only drive one, like the Scania, you might as well just get the Scania tuning pack. They're going to claim that's desync, aren't they? It's really annoying that that is partially caused by desync. Because on their screen, the merge wasn't that bad. You didn't even indicate to merge. They wouldn't even see it, but you didn't really indicate to do that. Yeah, people still say nothing has changed. How on earth, Potato, does it look like GTA 5 Enhanced? That means that Enhanced is really good. And it does look really good. You mean like with the natural vision and all those kind of mods? They do look nice. But this one is going to have it by standard, and it looks really good. Random, how you doing? The exit is blocking. The traffic needs to decide who goes first. There is a yield sign, but sometimes the other lane lets the other one go first, and then they kind of argue over who goes next. Like that coach, you know. They let a few people out, then decided, okay, now I can go. Not playing TMP until 161 comes out. Why specifically? Is it because you updated your profile? Are you playing on the what's it called? The experimental beta? Good, doing good, big fan. We've only just started the stream, so you haven't missed too much yet. That's in the bottom left. There. What are you doing? These can be kicks. I mean, if the person basically lets you in, it reluctantly letting you in, but not causing major harm. Too lazy to update it to 160. Yeah, but we're going to be on 160 for a while, I think. We're not even on like an open beta of 161 yet, right? Unless we are and I've missed it. What road is this? This is the start to the Frankfurt to Prague road. This is the Frankfurt end of it. Your 1X. I will do that in a moment. 2 pink buses. This is all the traffic coming this way. The fuel station also has... It shouldn't have as much. Now. Because of those barriers that have been put there. Which means less people would need to turn from the other way into there. Why'd you ban your friend for 6 months? Probably because, well, 6 months, that might mean they've been cheating. Why is your friend cheating? Pink boost. I just like one random effect. It's kind of cool on this. Like this little swish here from the design all the way down to the mirror and then down the frame. It's just a nice design, like this as well. Kind of cool. Kind of a cool pattern, you know? I like that. 161 will probably have those features in it, yes. As the main gameplay features, they unveiled the new Volvo. In heavy quotes, new Volvo. And then a few slider features. I do read TikTok chat. If the comment is useful and isn't spam. Because then no one reads that. Club! 30 months, welcome back. 1 times report. You see the floating people there? That's... You got yourself a wireless keyboard and mouse. That's very cheap. Now be careful though, because you have to make sure... Making sure my game isn't frozen. You have to make sure that your keyboard doesn't disconnect or the battery runs out. And then you might crash into someone. Just keep that in mind. Just a question of how long, exactly. I don't know when. You missed Duxburg? It's empty. Plusmaster T300. Yes, that can be quite good. As long as it turns 900 degrees, it's totally fine. There's a lot of wheels that do that now. I think people are getting used to, the industry is getting used to at least racing games. Playing on steering wheel. Oh, just you've got a keyboard in whatever, that's totally fine. 1080 is even fine. A minimum 900 is for good driving. Doesn't mean you can't play at less than that, but playing at less than that is a little bit strange. Feels weird. I'm just being picky. What's this? Ooh, Copenhagen. You can tell a lot of it I don't have discovered. That's an interesting factory there. An unfair mod. If you were the one banned, you need to appeal. And if your appeal was declined, you then go to feedback to comment on it. What do we use? I have the Moser TSW and R5 base on mine. So mine goes up much higher than that, but you don't need that as like a first wheel. Unless you want to. How are they going to interfere with these people? Oh, well, the other guy actually went in your lane for a second there. Kinda wasn't fully the suspect's fault. Oh, this is the famous thing where you go under the ocean, right? That famous bridge. Yeah. There, the white one was ever so slightly in your lane, and then you sort of moved near. You both met each other in the middle, really. There. Technically over the line. Technically over the line. Not intentionally over the line, but I'm not going to ban you for being over the line, but that makes it not really that bad from the suspect's fault. Fanatec, then the friend recommended you that. I think that would be fine for a will. And then if need be, you can go beyond that still. I say when someone gets a particular wheel, judge it based on how much you actually want to play these types of games. Racing games, truck sim, anything like that. If you don't play it too much, there's no point. Look. This is actually a perfect situation. This is comparable to that of the fuel station. So you've got two really long trucks here with no spatial awareness at all. And you've got two people in the middle here that are stuck. Because in order for this blue one to move, yellow one has to move. And in order for yellow one to move, everyone being blocked by blue must move. That's why the FP and old CD road fuel stations had so much traffic around them. You see it? It's like a little loop, you know? Sort of squeezing past. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think yellow was probably in a place to start driving out, and then blue moved forward and blocked it all up. Potentially. Can you ban in ATS? We can, but there's not much going on in ATS. So therefore, the chance of someone being banned, and the chance of a report is less. Far less. Is it for blocking? No, it's reckless. That would be hilarious if this was for blocking. What's he gonna do? He's stuck. Is that hacker in the last part? Ooh, what's the ID? Is it our friend who goes on two wheels, or is it just ones that drive through each other? I say friend as if those people are ever friendly. They're not. There we go, huh? Except, you're supposed to yield, because, you know, you got yield sign. Now, if we actually spectate, not spectate. Is there some? No, that wouldn't be in an MAN. No, he'd be in a Renault. Old Renault with a light blue, sort of pastel blue colour. You've been over the bridge. Very good. I think that's the one, if I'm imagining it correctly, part of it is where you go under the water first, then the rest of it is like a really long bridge for the remaining part. Looks really good. Okay. Let's recap. You. Yeah, not the best place to park, but as long as you rejoin safely. Stuck in traffic? That's the life, isn't it? Loads of people like getting stuck in traffic. What's wrong with that? I think they wanted to go because they didn't see that person moving, but now you're both moving. But then you stopped and realized that. Maybe that's what the report was on. Have a video. If they are actively driving through people, then there's guaranteed that a lot of people are reporting them as well. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. More evidence doesn't mean, you know, or mine doesn't really matter. You can still report and record it. That's not that bad. In this instance, I mean, you know, you shouldn't really have done that to push out. But yeah, this That whole thing of people blocking each other up. You see how easy that scenario can happen? And then you just sit there if neither of them decides to actually move or give up. I don't think any of them wanted to F7 because triples can't fit in the service. So once they're there, that's it. Blue pulled out even though he has yield. It's potentially blue. But again, because I saw it and they'd already both merged out, I'm assuming both may have gone thinking they had enough space to move. Because some people merge into an area thinking that the traffic will keep moving around, so then they'll have enough space. And then the moment they do, traffic stops. It's gone. Getting it unbanned if you prove that it's a hardware issue. Any proof of that sort could be nice. How would you be able to prove if you had a hardware issue? I guess if your like wheel or keyboard stopped working and you had a wheel cam of some sort on, and on that it showed that it wasn't doing anything, that could be good. Or if somehow you were recording your screen and your monitor turned off or something. It's hard to demonstrate because the reason why that rule is in place is that if someone does have a valid excuse, and we accepted anything that seems legit, then people could just start making stuff up, and they'd get accepted as well. Which is not good, is it? Joining the road. This is almost midway along. The fuel station, I'd say, is midway along. Coaches are permanently there for now, yes. When I say for now, it's like unless anything happens that warrants them being removed, which at the moment, no. And soon, of course, you'll have the Coach DLC, which adds 3 more. So you'll end up with 4 to choose from. Such a variety. Man, just think of the gift. Flower, big fan. PlayStation? Gonna be nice. I sadly don't own either of those consoles, so I'm not gonna be the one that immediately tests it out. If you do, go ahead. This person's yielding. What do you think it means to yield, eh? Yeah, you both wanted to turn left anyway. Well, thankfully both sides had stopped by that point. Bit sloppy. Parked. In that scenario, like, don't do that. A lot of these things are going to be, in that scenario, it's still bad, but that's like a milder version of that specific scenario. This is the Frankfurt to Prague road. Yes, there's the main road. And this one is now leading down to the Alps road. Don't forget, there's still 2 busy roads right now. I have not driven on the road during its busy state. Nice. During its busy time. I've driven on it years ago because it's an old road, and recently on a convoy session for a video. Just don't need to edit. In fact, that video I may not even use because of how annoying it was doing that drive. Unless I make it a funny moment every single time the camera resets because of how bumpy the road was. To those with no context, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, a lot of the old reports, like this one I'm reviewing right now, there's 3 more after it. And then if by the time I'm done with a report, there's say 10 reports, I wouldn't be clicking on any of those 10. It's unfortunate. So to those that can record, do record. If your report times out, I think you're prompted to use the website as your backup. Someone approaching. That's nudge, nice. Overtakes at 110 rarely ever work because of course the speed you need to be going. They only work really well if the person you're overtaking is going like half of your speed. But again, the player can't see the other player's speed. But surely you can tell that they're going nearly your speed if it's taking forever to actually pass them. Right? And then logically that would mean you don't go for them. As for the other one... Did they, back here somewhere? Oh yeah, and the thing with you involving that guy. So... remember that. Not a rule that you should play with a known faulty device. What, a lot of the time when someone has a tech problem, of course they can't predict when they have a tech problem. It's good to take care of your devices and hope that they don't. Like if you're playing on a wireless controller or something and your controller dies, that's on you. Because, you know, you are the one in control of charging it or replacing its batteries or anything like that. Thankfully, this one bailed on it. And he crashed on the hill. Yeah, they're going way too quick. You could say that's reckless. You could, you know, joining in. Is this the one they hit? Yes. I think so. Here. No, I have not tried that map. Is that map good? That map mod? Only map mod I've tried in recent times is Grand Utopia. This lane merges into the other lane, so you sort of smushed yourself in front. But they're barely in front. If someone is really far ahead and they're still in the lane that needs to merge over, you might as well let them merge over, but they're next to you. So this one would have had to slam their brakes, really. Yeah, that's basically revenge. That was for revenge. You can tell. I'm pretty sure that's the same as the suspect doing it. Hello, Julian. How's it going? Collision? He caused the crash by doing that. Yeah. Hello, Trucks Polly. Have some roses. Thank you for that. Appreciate all the new follows as well. Welcome in, Dimitri, Damien, how you doing? People do speed up on purpose, yes. There is a difference, though, in that when someone decides to overtake on a straighter bit of road, and that road is also going downhill, that's not speeding up to block it, that's speeding up because gravity, which is different. Missions work for buses. There is a system for passenger routes with the bus. For cars, I think you can take a job in the caravan, but they're not very big jobs, because you can't fit much in the caravan. Surprised you survived that. Poop. 0 day. If I set it to 0, well, that doesn't mean it just means it doesn't exist. We used to have an hour time slot, so you could be banned for an hour back in the Europort times. 1 week and 0 day just means 1 week. Because you could be banned for 3 days, maybe. Where are you going? This texture on the top reminds me of, what's one of those fancy brand names? Your sort of Louis Vuitton, that sort of thing? The texture? Most of your reports time out. There are too many reports for the amount of people. You'd need to have a good, say, 20 or 30 people on at the same time dealing with the reports to get them done. Which means... some people would say that this report system is a waste of time. It's more effective on the website because they don't time out on the website. It's still useful to do in-game reports, though. Now you see how you talk Celts. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, well, don't forget, these, for those joining in, I'm not the one driving here. I promise I can drive. At least I have the authority to judge other people's driving. You know? Yes. Once you get the habit of, like, your wheel turns the opposite way to where your trailer's going, look at your trailer instead of your truck, and you'll be fine. Same happens with double trailers. You look at the back trailer. Steer that where you want to go, and then the front one will eventually follow. Just looking at them being in the wrong lane the whole time. It is possible, yes. I've seen people back up triples. I can back up a double if I have a very, very long time to do it. It's possible, but it's annoying. Some people can do it easily because they do it all the time. I didn't acknowledge. Thank you, the roses. Big fan. Apologize. Protect you from desyncing? No, I'm not going to protect anyone though. Coaching. These are like spectating moderating. So these reports are made by players. They can report each other on these servers. And if it's a successful report, they're banned from the mod, not the game. I do play. When I play, a lot of you don't watch, which is not a problem really. But you know, if people say, oh, you don't play, but then they don't join when I do play, how would you ever know? I do play. Tomorrow I'll be playing. Driving around. You just need to be there. Play live. Tomorrow. As in, I will be the one behind the wheel. I have a wheel. I use it. Can I donate you a DLC? No. Which one? But no. Sadly not. You can back up a triple, but you need ages. I think I could, but I'd have to sacrifice a lot of sanity to do it. You like Reckless more than normal gameplay? I think a lot of people do. A lot of people do. This is the most popular of the stuff I do, so... Your home country, the Swedish one, that would be Scandinavia. Unless you live in northern Sweden, in which case you'd want the Nordic DLC, which is very nice. How can T be a bit ahead of the base game? This bus is not part of the DLC. It's a modded bus. It's not a DLC bus. It's a different bus. That would be very interesting if we had it already and it wasn't even out yet. I wonder how that's possible. Even if we had a modded version of one of the same buses, every single corner, this person either overshoots it or just, what are you doing? Stop swinging wide. What the hell? Slow down. Same system. Kind of. It'll work in a similar way. There'll be a more sophisticated delivery thing with the actual coaches, of which they've demonstrated it. You've seen it. Why haven't you seen them? Miss Anna, I just said I appreciate it because you reminded me. Because all the other stuff covered it up. If you send more, I appreciate that. Because they don't show up in the same way on desktop. If I'm watching on the TikTok studio, then the stuff shows up more. How you send people to service? There's a button called TPR. That's how I send people to service. Teleport to repair. Teleport player to repair, I guess. If you want every letter to mean something. David, welcome in. Please no ban. Unless you're being bad, Tybalt, no ban. No ban. That's the car you hit? As in they hit you or you hit them? David! In a moment. If you buy another bus on the site, will you be able to use it? No, I don't think so. I think this mod works on the server. You don't even need to buy the mod first. If you buy any of their other mods, they won't work. Only this, the Torvego, is the one that works. But you don't need the mod first. It's just there. Ever used it? Yeah, I use it a lot. If someone is just in the road, potentially they've gone AFK, I can teleport them away. I don't need to kick them. But in a lot of other situations, I will use TPR and kick. I rarely use just kick by itself. Double trailer on your car. You can take a job, but I think if you try and connect to it, the game will kick you. It doesn't like when you do that. Can you get Patreon? I don't know if anyone can gift Patreon. I don't know if that's a thing they do. You don't need Patreon though. You don't need it. If you can't afford it, that's okay. You're going to try and scoot them out of the way. There are bollards here, barriers here, but they don't show in the report. Would be really nice if they did. There's a friendly dot, yeah. Does the barrier start right there? I think it does. I think it does start right there. See, that's a bad merge. Yeah, it's a really poorly timed merge. Where's it start? Oh, here. Oh, look, there's someone else trying it. See? You've been messed up for them? Just try not to merge at the last second, like that person is doing. I don't know how long they've been sat there. It's at the end of a report, so... Just don't do that. Hello, Alex. Neon beige, yep. Anyway, your liveries, you cannot. If you have a modded livery, there's a way to local mod it, which is not the same as just a mod, so that only you would see it in your vehicle. Other people would see just standard colors. Where's the friendly? Oh, that's a big queue. The friendly's going this way. Oh, it's Gino. Oh, I see. Look at that. I think they added a traffic light briefly, and a lot of people may not have followed it. So what they're probably doing at the moment, which I hope they're doing, is designing another ramp. All this road needs is a ramp leading from this road down to this road. So you don't go down that way and end up on the other side of people. Yeah. How to buy all the maps cheap? You need to wait for a main Steam sale, which I don't know when the next one is. Like, if you use the summer sale, most old DLCs are like 75% off. Really cheap. TBRK, the same as TPR, but with kicking them as well. The K is kick. So they'll be kicked from the server, and then when they rejoin the server, they'll find themselves in the nearest service station. Or, when the screen goes black to say whatever's in this box, they'll see that they've also been kicked as well. Sale is on right now. What kind of discounts do we have, though? Whoever wondered about the sale, there's a sale on. There is. Yeah. What doesn't go on sale? The Holland pack, the Bobcat pack. That's fair. Nordic? Nordic has a discount. But by how much? 10%? Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Oh, is it the next fest? So you could buy some stuff now. Use the sale. Summer sale is usually the main one, and I guess the Christmas sale as well. The winter sale. Papa Bear, I'm doing well. How you doing? Ends in 24 hours and 15 minutes. Really? Oh, so it's not part of the main thing then? Road of Death. Well, they figuratively die. You know, if you see all these moments of someone going flying along the road, that's figuratively dying. Yeah. Nice. So did we... Yes, we did. We reviewed that one. But now I have another one-time speed one. By Ultimate, you could, if Ultimate has a sale, or if any of them are in their own bundles, buy the bundle and you get a bit of a discount with the bundle. Whatever it might be. Iceland and coaches. Those are going to be good. Driving a coach in Iceland. That's going to be good. Want to hear something that happened to you? Go ahead. Good or bad? A better setup? It would be nice. It would help them alleviate traffic a bit. Did you ban someone? I have banned a few people today, yeah? Can I help you? Why? What am I helping you with? What do you need? This one I have to watch all the way through. It's for reckless, which basically means nothing. Any hacker? Not yet. Someone said there was a hacker at the end of the road. I guess the Prague end of the road. I don't know if they said an ID of it or not. Watch you. Yeah, but why? Is it good or bad? How is it with save edits? Save edits are allowed. Generally speaking, there are some that are not. And whoever mentioned, by the way, someone mentioned about a triple trailer that the Steam Workshop thing said it works on TMP. If it's the triple trailer, the Caspora triple, then no. No. I did a brief explanation of that in the last thing. I need to make a short out of it. Hackers on the rise. I don't know about being on the rise. It's the same sort of people, but they make accounts every so often, so they're not like every single time. Depending on what time frame you're thinking of. They are around. Triple trailers do work, yes. That means like when in the description they say it works on TMP, that means you'll be able to connect. But you'll still be banned for it though. Hello Jack. We've got 2 Jacks. Jack meet Jack. You got a ban? Oh, a little confused about it. Because we have our own video of it. Well, that's very good to show both situations. It's very good when you have your own counter evidence, let's say. Hanover. True, World of Trucks events. I almost forgot they existed for a moment, yeah. They've been gone since sort of earlier this year, I think. I want them back. Because we used to participate. Thankfully there was enough distance there, even though that was still dangerous to do. In real life you'd probably get a ticket or something for that, but we don't really do that. Don't merge like that. Did you indicate to pull over? You did? Sketchy. Sketchy. Don't do that. You wouldn't waste any more time if you just stayed behind the person and then just merged off anyway. The dot is probably Gino as well, I assume. A few minutes ago, the guy you had an accident with takes you out later and you ban me instead. It might be a case of where the person themselves was banned, or you were banned first, then the other person was banned, so you may not have seen them. Waiting for you the video of whatever it's about. And that should explain it. Or graphics mod, the Snowy Moon lighting mod. Have you channeled their video? When you get banned, you drive with an empty trailer. It's like this. It's one of these reports. So this is potentially now 1 or 2 minutes ago. And at the time you might have seen it, you may not have had it. How do you send a video? Put it on YouTube and send a link. Like, here's my counter evidence of your POV. They'll then watch both together and be like, oh, interesting. Yeah, Mizan, some save edits are not allowed. Most are. As I said, you have the best truck spotting spot. Some people have made a few locations on this road, and I've seen truck spotting videos. Given that, you know, the Holland tuning pack as well, then you can get some very nice combinations. Is the other for the trailer? This is a trailer you find on the map, but there's no problem in swapping the item code to this. It's the same dimensions as a normal trailer. It doesn't have any larger or smaller hitbox. It's exactly the same. No, you can post a medal clip. I'm saying if you had just a video by itself, YouTube is easier. Medal's fine as well because we don't need to download it. That's totally fine. Look at how busy. What are you doing? Look at how busy it is. Now in both directions because of you. If you lose control of the truck and roll over or get stuck, depends on how you lost control of it. If you went way too fast into a corner, that's your fault. If it's rainy conditions and you slipped a bit, maybe you could slow down a bit more. Have they been reported already? Yes. Remember 954? This is 964. Remember 954? And this is not prime colour either, that's pink. Where's that? That's on the Frankfurt to Prague road. You don't understand the save edit rule. It basically refers to excessive editing. So if you have missing stuff or things that are floating, hence the triple low bed trailer. That is also a no. Some stuff is not allowed. How they get the triples? Steam Workshop or some Discord servers that give you like downloads for things. If you go on the Steam Workshop and you search triple trailer, there's going to be loads. Doesn't mean they're all allowed. I'm tempted to have a look actually as well and see if that particular combo that keeps getting banned is like very easy to access. Because that would make a lot of sense. Oh, so the crash was container guy. Dakota, how you doing? What a thing for you to join into. How's it going? Welcome in. Have a flower. How was your stream? Welcome to the crew. Hope you're doing well. Here. Watch this. As your first join, were you playing this game? Were you playing something else? Considering deleting a membership. That's interesting. Top 3 most famous players. It depends on who's being asked. And what do you consider famous? Are they a content creator as well? That would probably be a help as to them being famous. See, you hit them. You bumped into them. Gently, but you bumped into them. This is where your 0.5 speed would be nice. There. Likely an accident, but you see the dodgy bit? You should always be paying attention. If you're trying to pass someone, you're going to be staying away from them, aren't you? The ball of sunlight. Did you see that? Is it? Yeah, it's that in the corner there. So it's seeping through the gap. It'll disappear. It'll be fine. You went from FP to the Alps. Oh, you did both. Covering both grounds. I see, I see.
Good day, everyone.
Any serious crashes that went on in your adventures? 954 is this one. Hit that guy. People doing stuff on 2 wheels. That's usually mouse steering. It's still bad. Wouldn't recommend it. Dom, welcome in. Bocky as well, welcome in. Churcher. 29 months, welcome back. If you're going too slow or your truck can't move easily like in Kirken, is it a ban? It could be if you're there for too long. Because while people like doing the challenge on that road, you really need to understand that not everyone is going to be understanding of you doing the challenge. That car as well. This scenario we're looking at right at the very end, because I think they might have had the same idea as the car. Now? Yes. They went all the way and then just, you know, met someone coming the other way. Oh, this is really early on as well. I need to combine the two together. But you can see him doing it. I need to mash the two together of like him in real time doing it and this. A 3-hour traffic jam. How much distance did you cover? Probably not much. At a report player in game, you can click on their name and then in your report list there should be a flag next to everyone's player name. Pressing that will bring up a little box with a tick box to tick what they did. And then you press submit. Which, where are they? Suddenly they're not visible in the report anymore. Why does that happen? This one. They weren't there when I skimmed back through. 200 kilometers in 3 hours. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Don't do this. Don't do that. 996? You just made 996. That was interesting that they went through that one. Doesn't mean they have non-collision on because they clearly can't squeeze through here. Why are you doing that though? Don't spam me to read it. Don't spam to tell me to look at it. That's not how this works. Unless they're cheat. Oh, they are. But no, hold on a minute. Well, hold on a minute. If you're going to do it, do the entire thing. Because why would you then be cautious about overtaking people? A cautious cheater doesn't seem to make sense. It's like the two things go, you know. Why would you do that? If you already have no intent on respecting and playing the game for as it is, what's the point in this? This report is also on them? someone else. Save editing, yeah. That acceleration was already a lot. Yeah. Most of these hacking reports now, they're just throwaway accounts, I assume. Not a loss, because they'll just end up getting another one. Unless someone else reported that, because of the lights. A lot of cheaters also use the fog lights. That doesn't mean that everyone that uses them is a cheater, but, you know, they like to make themselves noticeable, you know, because they think it's really cool. So yeah, they were banned. Get perm banned. Trolls themselves, maybe not as much, but cheating can get you perm banned, yes. Cheating is bad, like really bad. It's one of the worst things you could do. IRL and in a game. It's very bad. You ain't hopping on because of me. That means your driving's bad. You shouldn't fear me. I'm not scary. Just play the game, drive. You should be fine. Should be fine. Got vodka and shisha. What a combo. If they get bad and they use that as an excuse, I don't think that's going to go well. Even the best drivers are scared of cops. Only if well, there's been many scenarios of the cop pulling you over for seemingly no reason because they make up a reason. Not in this case. If you're genuinely not at fault, you shouldn't get troubled in our case. Shouldn't. When you play the game instead of moderating? Tomorrow. Everyone that wonders if I play the game, if I drive, you better be there for tomorrow's stream. It starts at the same time as today's one, 1 hour before now. Join it. Because I will be the one driving. You'll follow. I appreciate the follow, big fan. Better be there. And then Wednesday is more of this. That's the current pattern of what I'm doing. There we go, we're at normal speed. When's the next Real Ops? Did you see the teaser? People were assuming that is Real Ops. There's been no date yet, I think, has there? So, I don't know. Seems fine. Not hacking in that case. Maybe the acceleration? Probably not. Hamburg? Let me guess. No, they were moving. I was going to say, if you're going to sit there down the whole time, then... Sim on this dead in the last days below 3k. Is it below 3k right now? I can't check that on... No, it's over 3k right now. What time are you playing on it? This is peak time. So this is when it has the most players. When TB in general has the most players. Hello Sam, doing well, how's it going? Sim 1, no. I want to play on Pro Mods, because I haven't played on Pro Mods in a very long time. Do some driving on Pro Mods. No, it's fine if you go 90. Most roads, in fact, the technical limit of the roads is 80, or even 60. You're fine by going at 90. If they are that addicted and they want to overtake you and then they crash, even better, because then you get something to laugh at. Not a problem. 90 is what the speed limiter says, so that's not too slow. Does this person know where they're going, or do they think no one is near them? Because we've all done this in single player, but you shouldn't do that in multiplayer. But look, they eventually moved. Yeah, like they were in your way for a few seconds, but then they eventually moved. And for 90 years, that is impressive because I don't think anyone's ever issued that length of time. You mean 90 days? 25th, good morning Texas. Go to bed. Hello Chaos. Very late you are, very late. 3,200, yeah. It's peak time. So most people by now, 6 p.m. UK time, they'd be home from school, work, things like that. They'd probably be having their dinner in between this time, but in general they have time to get on and play. This person's front wheel looks really small from this angle. I don't know why. It's just days, 90 days. Well, that's a history ban. Sounds quite bad. Going from big ID number to small? No. What do you mean big ID number? Most recent report upwards is how these are laid out. I don't know the exact number. It just looked like a smaller wheel. I mean, the tyre might be slightly smaller. Technically on mine I have a slightly smaller one. Not to the extreme of the people that like to tilt the entire vehicle downwards. Don't do that. It's bad. Where's this route? Frankfurt to Prague. This is in that direction, not Prague to Frankfurt. Busiest way is going this way. It's the new hotspot. For now. Until a few of us gang up again and say, hey, let's go here. How about next year we change it, yeah? January 1st, 2027. We'll pick another road and tell you to go there. Wink. Hello, Mr. Pastor, you're late as well.
Totally forgot that run out too.
4 months, welcome back. Ban directly for 30 days and 90 days. A history bans, yes. There's no normal scenario that we get that though. Like this overtake, if it were to be bannable, that's not going to be 30 days for the overtake. Because this one tried it. I'm using Snowy Moon, yes.
Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you, Oos. How loud was that for the other socials? Because I turned it up last time. 3 hot routes. Well, if you consider CD somewhat still like that. That was close, but probably following the one in front that did that. Thank you for 78 months and the 7 stream streak. Wow, clocking in. Big fan. Yeah, if we have 2 main ones, they can choose which one they want to drive on. You just sold your PS5. Why'd you do that? You don't play PS5 games anymore? List of allowed mods. The list is very short. It's basically pro mods and the weather mods made by Grimes, like the winter mod. Because the coach isn't a mod you need to download. It's already there. So at the moment, 2. 2 officially supported allowed mods. There should be a little asterisk next to the rest of the stuff. With GTA coming anyway. Not a fan. No, if you're not intending on playing it, there's no point. Collecting dust, you have the money for PC parts. That would be good. Keep for PC parts.
Hi people, love apple flower. Hi, don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this? Meow, 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 meow.
Thank you, Killua, big fan. 83! We got a scam train. Keep it going if you want. So all the people have been resubbing. It's very kind. Don't do that. That's in a bad place. Why is there no mod activity in the Alps for the past 24 hours? Have you been timing it? There has been mod activity. If they stop by or there's reports there, I've seen a few reports there. I don't know if they've been bannable. I've had more bannable things being done here today. So far. Ooh, look at those wheels behind. Yellow rims. Congrats! Now they feel they've accomplished something because they're, you know. Messing around crazy and not been banned at all. Have they been reported though? In-game reports will likely time out. Maybe they've been reported on the website, which means they will get banned eventually. Well, new mattress, 650 stones. 50% off. Very good. Very good. Have you got it right now? Are you going to have a really good sleep tonight? On your new mattress? Ethan, how you doing? Pashka, welcome in. The 5, because you got your beating to the thingy, big fan. You should have waited to turn then. Guess they had to let you go. Yes, big fan. Most of the cars. The drivers of the cars. If you took away the car, they will use something else. So. What road? Frankfurt Park. If you report 10 minutes ago, it's timed out, what do? You don't have video proof. Sadly, you can't do anything else if your report times out. That's why it sucks that a lot of valid situations may get missed if someone doesn't record it. But in a busy area, if yours times out, there's probably going to be someone else that will have reported it. Recorded it. What do you think of the people that stop? There's no harm in, like, in this case, like, you didn't have to stop because you have right of way, but it's nice to still let someone go. If one person is turning, that's not a bad thing. Ooh. You maybe shouldn't have, though. Now, this one's hesitant to go because they keep turning when they maybe shouldn't. I thought it's different this time. Gothic. Hero. What, hero? The confusion. Exactly. Welcome in here, Sam. Hello, Juice. What have I banned you for a week? That's not fair. Appeal it. I'm sure it is fair. This is Frankfurt to Prague, and we are not quite halfway through. No, we're near halfway through, actually. The first intersection you get to after actually joining the road itself. We've had some interesting things today. Yeah, interesting bands. Not bad. You do stop a bunch of traffic that will easily lead to a pile-up. Yeah, you might as well just go, and then when the traffic is actually ended, the problem is it won't really end very easily because there's already a very big queue. So anyone wanting to turn, they'll be there a while. That's why it's nice to let someone go eventually, because you kind of have to. People stop mega quickly, they do. What road do they now drive on? Either this, the Alps, still has enough people on it, or Frankfurt to Prague. Both have enough people. Can you get an answer? What was your question? Feel free to repeat the question. Go ahead. Paste it again. From Frankfurt, you leave Frankfurt and follow it up and round until you reach a country road that goes straight across to Prague. It's basically straight across. That's the road. Is a permanent ban possible? If 2.9 kicks in for that, like, you'd have to do something really, really, really bad so many times for that to even be considered. Used to be a case where the last ban you got was permanent for history. So it would be like 1 month, 3 months, permanent. Then that was removed. But if you accumulate so many bans where that's even a consideration, you should have probably been banned long ago anyway. You know? Because if you're that much of a nuisance... Accelerate slower to create a gap. Exactly. Looking ahead. It's a good idea. Works IRL? Yeah. Saves having to suddenly switch. You just hold back a bit. There's no problem with that. Ah, both of you hit the guy. Well done. Let's make sure just to show the other one. Don't do this. They do this until they can't, and then when a problem occurs, they're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. But in this case, they don't care because they're just doing it again. Don't do that. And third time, there's a bit of a cut. 071 is same person. On collision. Not for that one, though. Our spam was the exact location. That bendy bit, it can catch people out. AK, how you doing? You ever go for 3 months? How many active bans do you have? It depends on that. If your only active ban is the remaining 3-month ban, then your next one will be normal. But if you still have 2 active history bans, they will add up to maybe another 3 months. Between what cities is the Alps? Innsbruck to Klagenfurt. Both are in Austria, I believe. Both of those. You're on 3-month ban. What's the next ban after that? Another 3 months. And then another 3 months. And so on, until you hopefully stop doing it. Means complaining. What about the foot then? Not fart, but... Complainer Central, eh? Here are the 2. So does it end? Yeah, here. Okay, yeah, basically the same thing. So we banned both of those things already. Folk is at someone's birthday gathering? I don't think it's his. Unless it is his, and I had no idea. AK, goddammit. Problem at the gas station from Prague. What kind of problem? I haven't checked out Prague today. Old Grandma must be doing? He's at that then, yeah. Friendly? Friendly. There's Gino. He's arrived. Oh, it's busy. 122 in Prague? That's impressive. A lot of coaches, a lot of everything else. Service station's fine now. Oh, there was one blocking. Either someone got them or they finally moved. Could be the case. I'm going to put the camera. You can go all directions here. I'm going to put the camera there, and I'm going to BRB. I think it's still around about 25. If the number's mentioned, it's either mentioned in the rule itself or the little blurb above the section of those rules. Something like that. Is it okay when your pilot blocks the way? No. No. Players do not have means over someone else, so you cannot use a pilot car to block the road for you. Because they'll be banned. I am using Snowy Moon, yes. I don't know if I set up the command in the YouTube chat. If you do the command Snowy Moon in YouTube chat, that should work. Alright, BRB. Nice. Good job. On the little preview, it's too small for me to see what the actual questions are, so I don't know what all these questions are. Aluminium. Well done. Sadly, it's only for the Twitch stream as well. So if anyone joining in the other platforms, sadly you cannot. Did anything happen in the background? Hopefully not. One would hope not. Now, hold on a minute. Lovely. Hello, CCTV. No, I put the camera somewhere static when I go BRB, so you can watch something in the background. Then, I get straight back into doing the reports. It's cutting in the queue. Yes. It's bad. Don't do that. It do be reckless. I would recommend not. Here's Frankfurt service. You're on there right now? Someone got banned. You got someone banned. Congratulations. Yes. Falco, welcome back. 3-time ban because of reckless driving. What is it when you get the 4th? 4th in the same 12-month period is 1 month long. A 1-month ban. After that, still within the same 12 months, is 3 months long. So be careful. But exit to the right. If you, yes, you can't loop in from the Frankfurt side. It's because people try and enter and they don't realize how much space they take up when they do it, so the trailer ends up hanging out. Regardless of which side you go from, refuel beforehand, fill up your fuel tank, and you shouldn't even need fuel. Even if you stop, start. How did they get that many bans? You'd be surprised. You know, quite a few people do. It's quite bad. Now this ends when one person leaves the other one's hitbox and one of them just goes flying. There's a wall, yes. To stop people from turning in from the left-hand side. I think it's just that. That sort of thing. And then here's where you get the overtakers. How early did you start doing that? Did you push past? No, maybe. Not quite. Do the same thing at this crossing as the one on Prague side. Oh, right at the beginning of the city area? Because there is one somewhere near here that has, some of the lights been removed. Hit someone so bad because he crashed. Why'd you hit them? What if you need to go to Prague? What about it? You can drive straight to Prague. Don't do that. Well, you can tell what they're doing. Don't do that. The other one following? The other one only just started moving, so I'm not going to do it for that. Because he had the same idea. Only go left, so I got no point. Yes. In these ones, yeah, they should cover these up, but... Why don't you get the wall thing? The wall thing is fine. The wall thing makes a lot of sense. Where even is it? If I speed run over there... So here is the start of the road. From the Frankfurt side. Map loading in, map loading in. You go and you pass over 2 or 3 intersections and then you get to about here. This wall is what people question. Oh, they've moved it. Oh no, yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, that's exactly the example I was thinking of. It used to be the entire way along. They've moved it slightly. So from this way you can turn in the fuel station, but from this way you can't go back to the left. Because then it makes the loop that then gets people stuck. Alps is Innsbruck to Klagenfurt, yes. There is a no left turn sign. Well, there. That would be, yeah. For you not to do that, but there is still a sign indicating that you can go in there. Well, I mean, maybe they forgot to take that out. So whoever the add-on team is, you can't have that now. Hey, can't do that. Did they say anything? They apologised. Already been reported, and Brummy's looking at it. What now? Where do you turn? Which way are you coming from? If you're this is the Frankfurt way. So if you're going this way towards Prague, you can turn into the fuel station. But then if you want to continue your journey to Prague, you can't. If you're going on the way back, you just go in and out as normal. It's just to stop the loop that happens. Earlier in the stream I showed it, where the two triple trailers, one left the service and one was driving out in the middle of the road. They caused a loop, trapping people in the middle of them, because neither of them could move. That's what happens. This is the new, oh, this is still the new. Look different. Where do you turn around then? Somewhere else that's safe, which isn't really safe. What you could do is on some of the intersections, actually. Can you actually do it here? No, you can't loop around there. What about this one? This is in the other direction, actually. Someone could go down here, turn around and come back up this way again, if they really wanted to. But it needs to be after this. No, yeah, going that way, yes. Because then you can't turn left and go back that way. So there is that little one where you can go down the ramp and come back up again. You won't find an area of the road that's clear for a long period of time. Maybe more likely, the closer you get to... Prague. Because I guess less people reach Prague. Like this is very empty here. For some reason. Because they all get stuck at the fuel station. And when you're super slow, you have a ping problem as well. Why are you driving in such a busy area if you know you have a ping problem? Not saying it's illegal to do so, but it would help if you were aware of it. Hello, guest. Hey, it wasn't me that did the other band. It wasn't just me. I don't know who the other band means. Maybe it's Brummy. Who Charlie? No. Oh, hey, Fergie, big fan. When did you join? Local mods are not visible. No, local means to you. The same with your distance in your map. Local is you. It's massive. Shouldn't be. I don't think I've changed the size of it. Oh, you are... Okay, don't spam the name. Don't spam the name. Shh. You blow the cover. If you mention the admin's name, people are going to behave themselves. So yeah, when they first added this in, I'm thinking the previous admin stream, it shows it. This, I think, was the entire way along. Unless it's always been there, and in which case I don't know. But this one is telling you have to go that way. Does not make sense. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine. So if you are going this way, so this is towards Frankfurt, you enter in that way, and now you can't turn around that way. There is the other intersection that you can U-turn at. That's further ahead. If you're going down this way, once you've entered the fuel station, you have to turn around that way anyway. So that same place to turn around at. Just... What was... You weren't even yielding. Just refuel before you even begin your journey. Because then you very rarely run out of fuel. Prepare yourself before the journey even begins. Little blue car. There's two blue cars though. Which one? Light or dark? Blue. If you drive and need to refuel, you shouldn't need to refuel. Even with a 6x4 fuel tank. A dark one, I see. Even with a 6x4, you shouldn't need to. I mean, it's not like I've literally tried it, but I can assume they hold enough fuel to get you there. I've just noticed this car is in the no parking space. Are they trying to get out of it? Are they trying to mount the wall? What are you trying to do? Oh, they're trying to slide out now. Oh, you've definitely done that before, haven't you? just wedged it. Oh, you're stuck on the corner here, though. Oh, dear. Shortcut. Yeah, not anymore. It's because, for some reason, here, there's one fewer bollard. See, there's two there, but there's... The two here are actually closer together. They're not placed in the same way. And was that a save you loaded? I hope so. Is insulting a chat bannable? Yes, it can be. Why would you insult someone? Most common form I see of insulting is where someone does something first and then you feel the need to insult them back. Not how that should work. Friendly dot, that's probably one we've seen before. Wave Turkey. Thing is, there won't be a massively busy place because it's DLC. That's the problem. You'll have a lot of the Turkish people visiting to take a look at their homeland, but it won't be busy. Busy. I'll check it out. Every new DLC I'll check out. If you drive back and forth and forget it, in a way that's on you, but not in like a bad way, if you do several laps, you'll soon realize that your fuel is getting low. Surely, right? Or maybe if you get into the habit of refueling before you go back the other way. So each length, refuel, go back the other way, refuel. That's all. Basic, 133. Where the new CD road? Frankfurt to Prague. FP. When's ETS 3? IRL truck driving. That's ETS 3. You're in VC again. Is you drunk this time? Is there a Prague Saver gas station? There should be. There's one at the garage if you upgrade the garage. So yes. Near it... No, there's only the one along the road. There is another one, but that's on the way out of the city, the other way. Please go gas station. I was just there. I was just looking at it. Then TikTok. Is it someone complaining about their ban? Because posting on TikTok doesn't do anything. Sometimes they tag me in videos as well. Either the person themselves tags me or someone else sees it and tags me in the comments. Blocked if you do that. Useless. The same video of you explaining yourself could be done in your appeal. There's no point in making a TikTok video on it. Can you buy another account? If you're banned, no, I wouldn't suggest you do that. Literally no reason to do this either. What's the point in that? Sorry, my bad. What happened? You slipped? Braked? You suddenly went left? But why? That freaked them out. Says could be. Oh, who makes the videos on that? I've seen one of those videos though. There's one of them where he says someone got banned nearby, or like he's going to report someone and he hopes that I see it, specifically me. Something like that. A warning system would be interesting. A warning, and we also need a mute system for the chat. That's been suggested years ago. I remember pre-COVID people were talking about a mute system, so that if you swear, you can just be prevented from, like, maybe you won't even be able to open the chat. But you can still drive. Is there a chance TMP gets better servers? The lag in populated areas is a game thing. That's not server related. The game itself needs to run better for that, which they're working on. It's been a thing, you know, we've improved the performance on the servers themselves. If we didn't, it would be far worse by now. Train, better stop. The gates aren't down for me for some reason. Why do people even bother? It's very easy for them to use it. It's very convenient. I like to swear on the radio. If you don't want to hear people screaming the moment you log in, don't set your default channel to be 19. 19 is the public channel. Use something else. Why are they all going through it? Do they not see it? Is it not synced? Are the gates not synced? Any updates on the release dates? No. There's no date on the release date. They will give you it when they're ready to actually release it. DLCs, I know it's going to be a bit more than a DLC, but DLCs get the date revealed 1 week before it releases. Maybe 2. Consoles, whenever they're ready to show it. They will be showing demos of it at Gamescom, and one of them later in the year. And they have 2 dev log type videos explaining the procedures that they're doing. So that's what we have so far. Some people, of course, not saying you do, but some people choose to not read those and just spam, where's consoles? We need consoles. Like the constant spam on the Instagram comments about, you know, a GIF of the PS5 rotating or something like that. So dumb. UK rework. It's looking nice. Looking nice. I will definitely check it out when it's out. See how close to my home I can get without revealing where I am. 92, I'm trying. 95, I'm trying. It's me and one other. Hacking, yeah? According to who? You managed to overtake him. Is it that maybe? Like you suddenly saw them ahead of you? Sometimes they think that is. Yeah, they got a million wish lists. Is it specifically the Xbox or is it combined? There's a lot of people that really want it, which is very good. A lot of people that have never been able to play the game that suddenly will. We're back. Eating your dinner and watching a car kill someone? There's the same car we saw before. In this report, there's the 2 cars that are parked up there. You notice how the stuff doesn't show in the demos? It's really annoying to explain that. Just the Xbox one. That's impressive. Hacking, not in that one. Oh, I'm sure PlayStation... Well, maybe if it doesn't have more, I'm sure it's near it. Consoles, no, they probably won't have TMP. The way that it works is consoles don't really use files. TMP is just a bunch of files. Client. Like how you can play GTA 5 on consoles, but you can't play 5M, I think, on consoles. That's a way to turn around, but I would not recommend doing that if there's lots of people nearby. So there's one way of turning around, but if you do it, you might be caught and you might be banned for doing so. Do that at your own risk. No, it's an easy way of turning around, I guess. I would like people to scatter across the map, yes. But sadly, then it's a little bit boring, they find, because you could be in the depths of a DLC somewhere, ignoring the fact that the scenery around you is lovely. But they don't see anyone. Like, ignoring the oncoming people, this person's alone right now. Therefore, it's boring. You know? That triple is fine, I think. Think about if you go the wrong side of the road, wait till it's clear, then turn around. I wouldn't suggest going on the wrong side of the road. Because I'm trying to picture what you're saying. Bumpy part, bouncy, bouncy, bumpy. Didn't really want to slow down at all doing that. Why? Speakers broke. Well, that's not good. And they nearly hit the other one on the way. If you go on the side of the road and wait till it's clear, I thought you meant other side of the road. If you are in an area where no one is oncoming, you could perform it. But again, only if it's safe to do so. U-turns are usually quite messy to do. Like what the person did at the beginning of the report, technically no one was there at the time, so not recommended, but I'd like to hope they check their surroundings. But don't twist my words and say that Krew allowed you to U-turn on it. I'm just saying. It's all context. Thursday in game, but Sunday for you, because I changed... It shouldn't be Thursday. I changed the time of day to be in the morning. So that's why it's light for me and not light for you. That's about it. Can't run that easily. If you figuratively run, they'll just scream at you, won't they? Because you're both watching the stream but still in the same voice call, as if you're in different places. It's like you might as well be in the same room, but you're trying to speak differently. You know? You ever had a thing where you're talking to someone across two different apps and both conversations are completely different? Might as well be that. Help, I'm doing well. How you doing? Yeah, the next junction is what I pointed out. There is one, not an intersection junction, but one where you simply turn off and then go down the ramp. You can turn around somewhere on that ramp, if there's enough space. Or if you have enough fuel, which is what a lot of these people are probably doing, just come around here, go around the roundabout and go back. Just do that. You lying? 4 apps. Is that the same one that cut them off? Maybe it is, because someone merged in front of them. Text next to their name. That's your tag. In the general tab of the TMP settings, you can type a tag. Weirdly limited to 19 characters, I don't know why. A lot of people parked up there. Anything else? Going around. Why? Does that save you a few seconds? Mr. Bastard, hold on a minute. Here. Yes, it was. Okay. So, heavy trailer person should have looked in their mirrors, and they did indicate. Kelso Tuning Pack? I don't know if I've heard of the company. They need to get in contact with the company, though. Are they the ones that make loads of lights and things, or am I thinking of something else? Who makes, like, the 50k mod lights? Those things. The really big lights. It was caused by you. It was caused by you. Why'd you take days to respond? Because your appeal isn't the only one. There's up to a few days, but usually responded within a day or two. Because it's all voluntary. So we have things to do as well. You're a subscriber for a long time. I appreciate that. But yeah, that doesn't reduce your ban, sadly, no. Same with if you were to attempt to say, oh, I'll give you $100 or something. Would be nice, but no. Who uses that as their plate? What admin does that? Do I know what user 290 is driving? No. Should I? Why? Yeah, for the tag. General, right at the top here, player tag. And you can change the color with this little box here. Very good. What's my real life work? Content creation and editing. Video editing. Nice. I should have moved that. I didn't see it. Just so happens that some of the content is in this game as well. You've never seen it. Oh, is it a weird creation combination, that sort of thing? Don't go to a job. I don't go to an outside job. No, I work from home. Editing takes quite a bit of time. New CD has to change it. We do need another one on the other side. Or if they are to make it slightly larger, not highway sized, slightly larger would be nice. Is this leading? Yeah, this is leading back up to it. Most impressive accessories. Really itchy nose. Oh. Well, it would be nice to see those things in game then, but yeah, it needs to be communication between SES and the brand in order to get actual licensed stuff. Some truck or bus. But it's weird, you say. Anything else? You gonna sit there? No. Oh, the old military looking one. Oh, yeah. Where it's got like a really high front end. That's what it looks like. I've seen a few of those. I think those are okay. Because nothing is majorly clipping. That was your fault. Why has this guy been reported for that? The yield sign is currently hidden behind this person, so it should be much larger. But you should think about that before crossing the line, shouldn't you? You booped them. When? I don't know when. It's just a thing that would be nice to see. Either a slightly larger fuel station or one on the other side that's the same shape. Those are things that I'm sure they're considering as well. Any reports on you? I have no idea. In-game, I don't see names. On the website, wouldn't be able to tell you. There we go, it's all back. Why can't ETS2 be partners with TMP? That would be interesting. You can imagine it being in a similar sense to how GTA Rockstar bought the... What was that? Bought the people that make 5M, so they're going to like help them out or something like that? I don't know. Hello? If they bought TMP, does that mean I'm an employee of SES now? Yeah, it could. Don't go wrong way through fuel station, don't do that. How many hours do you actually play? Not many. In fact, I have not played off stream in a very long time. So, 2 hours of driving. 4 hours maybe of moderation, like 2 today and 2 on Wednesday. Rest of it's been doing other sorts of content. Clearly showing you don't do any mistake. If you have a clip, that's good to show. No response. When was the last thing said? When was the appeal made? Are you wanting to rest? You wanting to get fuel? What are you doing? You are. Don't go the wrong way in the thing. Don't do that. People used to do that a lot. Don't do that. Also, if you're driving around similar to the fuel and if your fuel tank is nearly empty, that's on you. If you're driving around and your character is dozing off, that's on you. Why'd you let it get that bad? Repair yourself. Car transporters. No, that's a job in game. That's a thing in game. You can filter it just by showing cars. And it will give you a series of them. If I go job dispatcher, luxury SUVs, cars. There's a load there. And they're all slightly different. This is the dispatcher that we have, but it's not like a thing that's limited to just TMB cargo. It's the luxury SUV one. Oh yeah. Very nice. Can't find the general setting. In the TMP settings, not main game settings, it is the very first setting. This is TruckersMP's options. How to get the trailers? Those are jobs. You can take those jobs. In-game jobs. But if you want to make a job, you search for cars. And take one of the many options there. I think you can own them though. Where's TMP options? In your player list, in my case it's on the right, the little cog. Right there. Bottom left of your player list opens this. A J-Star B. Sorry, yeah, it's a pretty sensitive topic. You could use... I don't know why they renamed it. WeMod was fine. Those things are client-based, so you could use them. I don't know if it works on TMP though. Probably do it in single player. You can give yourself more money if you want as well, because money's client-sided. And XP. You know, defeat the point of you actually be earning the money in the first place, but, you know. Hello. Both of you, yeah? What are we doing? Push. Nice. Good job pushing the guy over. Good job. You kind of move forward to bump into them. Like, there's a way that people do that, and it's not a very good idea. Both. Why do that? Hmm? It's not even over yet. Is there more? Yeah, there's more. They're doing it again. See? It's just saying, sorry, sorry, my bad, very sorry, do apologise, do apologise. Meanwhile, in their head, they're like, coming through. And crash. We have Thursday. I don't know why yours says Thursday. That's very interesting. All I did was, it was nearly night time when I changed the time to morning, and all it does is skips ahead to the next morning at 8 AM. So it's been 4 in-game hours. I don't know why you have Thursday. They're waiting. Instead of the cars parked along the road that are putting up their cargo beds. Sleeping on the side of the road? I swear you could buy one though. Can you not buy one? Maybe customize one? You just, I think you have rain turned on because I saw you slip as you came around here as well. Don't do that. That's an oopsie daisy on your part. Can I push your button? No. Forwards or backwards? No. No need to do that. Cars were overtaking recklessly and some were driving in the opposite direction. They dashed in without the word. I've seen lots of them do that. In fact, the 2 we saw earlier in the stream did that. If you can record it, you should. You absolutely should. Hello, roads and runways. Big fan. You should. These trailers... Is this the Bobcat DLC? It says Vesta, but that's like the name of the unit. I think it is. Must you use blinkers? You should, because they are to indicate where you're going. Indicators, it's what we call them. How is someone supposed to know where you're going? Now, it doesn't mean that you get priority the moment you've used them, though. Like, if you're trying to push in and it's already a terrible overtake, there's no point in indicating to expect the person to slow down. Because if you're in a bad place, they may not even see it. But yes, generally, it's nice to use it. Welcome in, Kane. Where are you driving? I'm going to drive in Pro Mods. Might drive in the UK Pro Mods, might drive somewhere else. But Pro Mods server. Indicators don't do shit. Well, they do for those that actually respect them. They should. You should use them. Same in the real world, you know, if you drive around and you never use them, it's very dangerous. Have I seen it? No. Did you post it? A long line? This is tailgating, it's very close. This morning. I don't think so. I may have seen it show up and I didn't click on it. Is it good? Is it showing off a build? Is it good? You drive in the left lane and you always lose 1k. What do you mean you drive in the left lane and you lose 1k? As in the wrong lane? Or a different lane? You then hit someone? That overtake is... No, you took too long to do that. That overtake. And of course they're like, sorry. Oopsies, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. You could have waited until you were nearly at the top of the hill. There's a straight section down here, which a lot of people use. That was also very close. Because they didn't want to slow down. A bright red Scania. I'll have a look later. That was thread the needle right there. The yellow one was a bit hesitant. Close. Close, right? But this one didn't really do that. Did you get turn signal stalks? For the Moser? If you really want to put in the realism towards it, you can get them, but they are quite expensive. You don't have to. Because there are plenty of buttons on the wheel that you can use. But only if you really want to. I have them because they didn't come in the bundle, but they were given alongside the bundle for me to try out. And they're very nice. Intentionally block the highway in all 3 lanes. 139. Is he blocking it right now? Better be. Oh, yeah. That looks like they rolled backwards. Or are they typing right now? That's time right now. Engine broken. No, that's them. They're typing. Okay, you can see the traffic. If your engine is broken, go to the service. F7 broke, then quit the game. There's got to be some other way of doing that. If your F7 key broke, what a coincidence that that's the only key that broke. This guy, you really should be in trouble as well, because I don't like when people help out like that. It means going the wrong way. For quite a distance. 260. 260! That's ages ago. That's up here. That one. Now how are you going to turn around and get back to your trailer, huh? Wouldn't suggest doing that. It's always fun to see, after a blockage, how people sort of settle themselves out again. No, because I wanted to see like the entire ordeal of what they're doing. When I TP'd to it, they were already bumping into the person. I wanted to see how many times they would do it. He pushed the trailer across the road. That's probably why. Good evening, Lars. How you doing? Might as well wait for all the traffic to leave. Do you recommend using money glitches offline? Well, offline is the best way to do it, but if you actually want to play the game properly, no. Because if you gave yourself loads of money, what's the point in playing the game to grind for that money? There's no point. If you just want to unlock components, yeah, I guess. But if you want to play the game properly, no. Earn the money, earn the XP. When you can hire a bunch of drivers, they will earn you money as well. Quite a bit of it. I hope he waits for the traffic, yeah. So what was it, 260? It's going to disappear in a moment though. Yeah, it's annoying. Sledgehammer will fix that. Exactly. Netherlands. I didn't even look at where that was on the map. I didn't see it. Why are you going... Why are we... What's the point in doing this? Of course, you can play the game however you want. It's not fully a sandbox, but kind of. So you don't have to, you know, do the progression of how you're meant to do it. I'm saying if that was your aim, then, yeah. Already minus 53, ignore that. That was when I last played. That's not for today. What's the point? You know, what's the point? Overtaking one person at a time is very unnecessary. That doesn't make sense. Oh, it's gone. So hopefully, to be right, from what I explained earlier, there's probably going to be a few web reports of that same person, because of course they were blocking a lot of people. Then there's likely going to be some web reports of the one going the other way and blocking as well, hopefully. That's a combo I haven't seen in a while, if ever, from my memory. Small, big, small. It's usually small, small, big. Nice. Of the triple. Yeah, if you want to play the game and you like the idea of building your empire of driving around Europe, then yeah. If you want to give yourself $1 billion and make however much custom fleets you want, then yeah. Any one of these people could be driving with more money than exists in the universe, and I would have no idea, because it doesn't actually matter. I wouldn't want too much money though, because after a while, even if you have it legitimately, like a billion, that was me hitting my bottle, a billion, trillion, whatever, what do you do with it? Buy all the garages, buy all the vehicles, and still have loads left over. What do you do with it? Where's this? Frankfurt. Leaving Frankfurt. A trailer with 3 trailers. You have a... there are many on the workshop. And some Discord servers. I said I was going to look on the workshop. I'll do that at some point. Why? Why do that, huh? Maybe they're going to try again. You have a friend that has 298 trillion and the profile built it over 3 years. How many hired drivers? Quite a lot. You know how big a trillion is? It's a lot. Even if the drivers are on like maximum level, all of them have got really good stats. Did anyone actually ever test whether giving your workers a better truck actually makes them do better jobs? I don't know if the game's that advanced. Probably not. Does it ever hit positives? Hey, sometimes it does. I think when we did, because last week I did 2 challenges and I bumped a few things during those challenges. So that's what that money is for. And I guess that's what the repair bill was. Normally I'm fine, you know. It says 7 days, but that's last 7 in-game days. What actually was... Am I missing it? Or... Oh, it was this. Just this. A spicy build. I mean, I've got 6% damage right now. I promise at some point I'll behave. This is why people say I am a bad driver. Okay. It's not fully like merge and turn, though it probably should be merge and turn. They are ahead of you. Just let them merge. If they couldn't merge in there, you might as well just let them go there. Otherwise, they would just stop. And then be sticking out. It's still your fault for sort of smushing past it, you know? Starting fresh every now and then would be nice. I could, but then I wouldn't stick to that profile. Because the amount of progress I made on my own profile, I'd never get back to that state again. No, I'd never do that. These hacking reports. When I saw them come in, I wanted to look at them. Bus repairs so expensive because it's a costly vehicle. That is likely spawning in single player first. Unless you are cheating. That report didn't last long. Still here? There we go. They're at a normal speed now. Dice. What was the other one? Flip twice in 3 minutes. Skill issue, that's what that is. Do you forbid the 3 full-size trailer because it's long or because the way it's made? I wouldn't say the way it's made is dumb, but it is due to the way it's made. It involves using a different trailer's connection to make the game think that the 3 are connected, but visually there is no connection between those trailers. Because that trailer pack doesn't have one. There is a double box trailer from the DLC, but there's no double flatbed trailer. Or low loader, or whatever you want to call it. Do you see them like teleport or something? Maybe this guy sees it? Hey, to moderate, no, the TMP team is volunteer. You volunteer. If it were paid, you'd be able to see the salary listed somewhere. In whatever it would be. What would it be? It would vary. It would have to meet the minimum whatever for some countries, which is probably tedious. Promotes. I want to play on promotes, yeah. The way it's made is silly. Silly. Workshop. While I'm here, let me have a look at the workshop. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So if I go on the Steam Workshop and I type in triple trailer, There's a few. I want to look for a specific flatbed one. Unless it's named something else. That's a normal one. That's a normal one. Oh, there we go. Made by Polly. Online TMP triple locomotive trailer version 160. Updated 160. This can be used in multiplayer. If you have any questions, blah, 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 blah. Using this mod in TMP is at your own risk. At no point do they say you will be banned for using this trailer. That's why it needs to be changed. Polly, you've been in the stream before. Change it.